welcome to Talking Money with Nosy, personal finance made simple. Today's video is about my December 2022 investments and whether the stock market dip is over or not. Let's just recap what has happened over the past 2 years, starting in 2020 right up to 2022. So in 2020, we had the coronavirus outbreak, which not only severely disrupted people's lives, health, and livelihoods, but it also impacted businesses and economies around the world as well. Due to COVID restrictions, thousands of businesses were forced to close their doors and millions of people were forced to stay at home with reduced or no income at all. As 2020 progressed, many of these people were given COVID relief funds to keep afloat. Because investors were worried about the impact of COVID, oil price drops, and the possibility of a 2020 recession, the world stock markets crashed in March 2020. To encourage spending and in order to keep economies going, most central banks all over the world slashed interest rates to all-time lows. Debt became cheap and it prompted people to borrow money to spend on houses, cars, and other items. But then on the other hand, COVID restrictions caused supply chain problems all over the world because many countries and businesses are interdependent. Since businesses in different countries slowed down or shut down at the same time, critical goods were not flowing in or out of countries quickly enough, and that caused massive shortages of essential products all over the world. This unusual combination of events produced unusual results. Goods shortages, low interest rates, and more money circulating in the economy due to stimulus packages by the governments created high demand for goods. This also caused stock markets to quickly recover in April 2020 because investors started pouring more and more of their extra money into the stock market. All this excess cash and low interest rates caused stock market prices to rise all the way from April 2020 to December 2021, even though many key areas of the economy continued to experience trouble. The demand for goods kept rising faster than supply, and in turn, prices of those goods increased, leading to very high inflation, which grew worse in 2022. Because the price for goods and services rose so high, people and businesses could no longer afford to spend much more money. This in turn encouraged central banks to start increasing interest rates. When interest rates increase, business and consumer debt becomes more expensive. There's less money to spend, basically, and money starts flowing out of the stock market. Fears of a recession also started growing in 2022. The stock market started going down, and in February 2022, the Russian invasion of Ukraine made things worse. Central banks have been increasing the interest rates throughout 2022 to try and control inflation. And in June 2022, the markets crashed and entered what is called a bear market, which is when the market drops by 20% or more. But recently, the stock market has been showing signs of a recovery. So is the market dip over? Well, not quite, because inflation is still very high, even though it is showing a few signs of slowing down. It is not yet low enough for central banks to stop increasing interest rates. This may be bad news to some people who've been waiting for the stock markets to recover because they've had enough of the dips, right? But personally, this year has been a very good year for me to invest because I missed the 2020 crash. But the 2022 crash came to fetch me, and I have been investing every month throughout the year. This means I have been buying quality ETFs and stocks at very low prices. This is every long-term investor's dream come true. As I've said before, when it comes to investing, time in the market is more important than timing the market. Let's have a look at my investments for December 2022. Okay, so I've logged into my Easy Equities account already. This month, I'm investing $721.01. So this is what I was talking about. My total US investments are up by 4.69%. Again, I said that the dip is not yet over because inflation is still high and central banks are still going to increase interest rates. Although in November, Jerome Powell, who is the Federal Reserve's chairperson, actually announced that perhaps they're going to slow down the rate at which they are increasing. And so people got excited, and so that's why the market has since gone up because of that. Anyways, let's look at my holdings. So I'm going to buy my two ETFs, which is SCHD and VTI, and then I'm also going to buy stocks that have been beaten down throughout the year. Also guys, during the month of November, I added 2 more shares. Yikes, I'm getting to have too many shares now. I added Nike shares. I had actually done research about it last year, but I forgot to buy it. And also I picked up this TSMC, which is the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. This company is very key in terms of producing semiconductors for companies like Apple, Nvidia. Basically all the big technology and semiconductor companies rely on this company. Anyway, let me get started. Let's buy more of SCHD, this Charles Schwab. I'm going to buy more for $255 US. So remember I said I always pre-decide how much I'm going to invest because I don't want to panic and make the wrong decisions on the day when I'm investing. I just want everything to be automatic. So only buy at ask, place buy order. Next, I'm buying VTI. I'm going to buy $251 of VTI, only buy at ask, place buy order. Next, I'm going to buy individual shares. I'm going to start with Google. So if I just click on Google for the year, so when I click on this graph, when I click on 1Y stands for 1 year, and it's basically showing the 1 year performance of Google. So starting from 3 December 2021 up to today, Google is down minus 28.7%. I want to pick up stocks that have been beaten down by the market because they are cheaper, and when they rise, I stand to benefit more. So buy more. I'm going to pick up $10 worth of Google because I don't want to become overweight in Google. So place buy order. The next company that I'm going to buy is Apple. Apple has done quite well for the year. So if I click 1Y, you see that it's less punished compared to the likes of Google. It went down quite recently because of the protests in China. So what's happening in China is that COVID is resurging, and China has got very, very strict COVID policies. So they shut down entire cities, they shut down factories, and Apple's factories are mostly in China. So if the factories are closed, it means that business is going to slow down. I'm just going to buy for $10 worth as well. Only buy at ask. Next, I'm going to buy BlackRock shares. If I click on the graph as well for the year, you'll see that BlackRock is down minus 19.58% for the year. Buy more. I'm also going to invest $10 worth. Only buy at ask and place buy order. Okay, so another company that I'm going to pick up is Intel. Intel is down quite significantly for the year. Yeah, it's down 39% for the year. Intel is having challenges with their semiconductor business, and they missed revenue estimates by about 22% from their last quarterly earnings reports, and so it has taken a beating. They've got other challenges as well. I'm going to be watching this company very closely. For me, it's going to be a long-term play. I don't expect Intel to come back from this anytime soon, but perhaps I'll give it 2 to 3 years to make a turnaround. Let me buy more. $10 worth. Only buy at ask. Next, I'm going to buy Home Depot. So Home Depot for the year is down negative 19.82%. Buy more. And with this one, I'm going to buy $20 worth. Only buy at ask, place buy order. Next, I'm going to buy JP Morgan and Chase, or JPM. JPM is down for the year minus 13.86%. Buy more, and I'm going to buy $10 worth of JPM. only buy at ask, place by order. Next, I am going to buy Lowe's. This one right here. Lowe's is down for the year minus 13.23%. Buy more. You can see that these companies are starting to recover. If you've been watching my investments since I started sharing these videos in July or August, I think, you'll see that they're actually starting to recover. The next company that I'm buying more of, and I want it to be the #1 position in my portfolio in terms of the individual shares, is Microsoft. Microsoft for the year is down negative 20.94%. Some of these companies are selling at bargain prices. If I miss this, I'm going to miss the dip, and they might not be selling at this discount anytime soon. So I'm happy when shares like Microsoft, like Google, like all the other companies that I've bought so far are down, because once the market recovers, they're going to be pricey. Buy more. So with Microsoft, I want to add a little bit more than the rest. So I'm buying $30 worth of Microsoft shares. Only buy at ask, place by order. The next company that I'm going to buy is Pfizer. Pfizer for the year is not down much. It's down only negative 5.64%. So guys, with shares, some shares when the market is down fall harder than other shares. So typically your technology shares fall the hardest, but your healthcare shares or your retail shares, they fall too, but not to the extent of the technology sector. Buy more. I'm going to add $10 of Pfizer as well. Only buy at ask, place by order. The next company that I'm going to buy is TROW price. This one also took a beating, negative 34.96% for the year. And this is because these guys are asset managers. They manage investments on behalf of people. So when the market is doing badly, people sell their stocks and stuff. So that's why they're down. And then when the market recovers, they come back again into the stock market. So it will recover when the stock market recovers. So buy more. I'm going to buy $10 worth of TROW price as well. Only buy at ask, place by order. The next company that I'm going to buy is Target. Target is a consumer staple, and for the year, it's down negative 33.09%. With Target, I'm going to pick it up for $20. I want to add more of that. Place by order. The next company that I'm going to buy is one of my new additions, which is Nike. So Nike for the year is down negative 34.5%. And so for me, this is a discount also. Buy more Nike shares for $15. Only buy at ask, place by order. The next company that I'm going to buy is another new addition, which is the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. For the year, it is down negative 30.54%. So I'm going to buy more of that, and $40. Only buy at ask, place by order. Last but not least is another company which has taken a beating from the stock market, Verizon. I haven't added Verizon to my buys in such a long time. For the year, Verizon is down negative 25.48%. This is a telecommunications company, much like our Vodacom or MTN. So buy more, and I'm going to buy with the rest of the money, which is $10.01. And we are done. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something valuable. If you want to start investing and need guidance, you can grab copies of my ebooks for beginner investors from my online store. See the details in the comment section below. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.